watching Sky Sports in HD.
Hello and welcome to British Basketball League Championship. Basketball is back on Sky Sports and we're starting with a bang here in Sheffield as the Sharks prepare to take on the champions, Newcastle Eagles. The action is just a few minutes away, but first let's bring you up to speed with the 10-11 Championship. The 12 BBL teams are located across England and Scotland. Each team plays 3 games across the season, giving a 33-game campaign over the course of the competition. The team with the most points at the end of the season are the BBL champions. But the fun doesn't stop there. The playoffs are held at the end of the regular season. The top 8 teams from the championship advance to the knockout rounds, playing quarterfinals, semi-finals, and that all-important playoff final. So get ready to witness the very best of British basketball. The skill and the speed, the thrills and the spills. Over the next few months, we'll bring you the hottest action as the teams battle out to become the 2011 champions. So let's take a look and see where our teams stand today in the BBL Championship table. And the Sharks, well, they sit top alongside the Cheshire Jets with 4 wins from 4 games. Newcastle, 3-time champions, suddenly down in 7th place with only 2 wins from their opening 5 games. A very unusual position for them. Leicester, Plymouth, Essex and Worthing all looking for their first victory of the season. Well, I've spoken to both the coaches of tonight's teams, and let's see what they have to say about the game. Well, a good win at Guildford last time out, top of the league 4-0. You must be pleased with the start.
Yeah, anytime you can go 4-0, it's always a good thing, and I think the guys responded well. We've had different type of wins. That's the most important part. We've been from behind, we've led in the front, so it's good to have those type of games under our belt.
And a new signing in Olu Babalola. How much will he play tonight?
He won't play that much. He's just got here, so he's trying to get him integrated in the system and just familiar with what we like to do. But he'll see some time a little bit here and there because he is familiar with the league, so he can hit the floor running in that sense. So he'll see a little bit of time.
And you've had a couple of great games with Newcastle so far this season. They seem a good matchup for you. Yeah,
they are. We're 2 different style of players. We really like to get up and down. They're more of a half-court team. So when the 2 styles meet, it's kind of interesting. It's a clash, and whoever kind of controls the tempo kind of comes out with the game. So it's important for us to establish ourselves early and put our stamp on the type of game we want it to be.
You're the league's leading scorers. Do you think you need to get it up in near 100 to win the game?
I think it plays to our advantage. I think that's where our strengths are, scoring the ball. We have a lot of guys that are capable of scoring 20-plus points. So the higher the score, the more likely it'll be a good outcome for us.
Thank you very much. Good luck in the game. Cheers. Thank you. Well, Fab, a glance at the league table. It's an unusual position to see Newcastle Eagles. What have you made of the start?
Great season. I think the league has gotten stronger, and unfortunately we came up on the wrong side of a few games. I think it was probably about 2 of our games were double overtime, and 2 of them were 1-point deciders. So, it's a tough league this year.
You've certainly been involved in some exciting games, including a couple against the Sharks already.
Yeah, we had a double overtime game, and then we had a 1-point, game in the trophy. So, I hope not to disappoint any of the fans, both the Sharks or the Eagles fan. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, pretty similar in that aspect.
And you've let a couple just slip away, as you say, close games. What is the difference between turning those into victories?
Consistency. I don't necessarily think that we had our full team in together for a long period of time. Last minute plays where we're supposed to be, court spacing, defense, rebounding the basketball. So it's just little minor adjustments. If one thing that goes right for us, we make a free throw, we get a stop, we make a good pass, we win a basketball game. So I can't be too upset. We had the right intent in mind. The guys played hard, but we just didn't have that one play, and that was the thing that I'm concentrating on with the team now is making sure that we get the one possession that we need right, whether it be offense, whether it be defense.
Still early in the season, but the Sharks have got 3 guys averaging over 20. They average over 100 as a team. You've got to find a way of defensively stopping them.
Yes, but our motto and my motto for every year has always been about defense. We hold a team under 80 points, and we have a great chance of winning a basketball game. Offense wins game, defense wins championships.
Fab, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Cheers.
Well, that's the views of the 2 coaches. I'm pleased to be joined by the Cheshire Jets coach, Paul Smith. And let's take a look at the 2 team rosters, Paul, starting with the Sharks. And Ryan Patton leads the league in scoring and assists, but they've got plenty of offense in this roster.
Indeed, yes. As Coach Lyons was saying, they're scoring for fun at the minute, scoring from all over the floor. But I think Patton is a big key. 25 points and 8 assists. Not only is he getting his own scoring, but he's getting his teammates involved as well.
And if we take a look at the Newcastle Eagles lineup, and Trey Moore really the heart of this team in the backcourt, but obviously Fab Flanoy the driving force, especially at the defensive end.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more with Fab. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. Do not count this Newcastle Eagles team out yet. They may have lost a couple of games early, but they will stop you scoring. They play defense like nobody else in the league, and it'll be an interesting clash of styles today.
Yeah, they didn't win the league for the last 3 years and 4 of the last 5 by mistake, the Newcastle Eagles. They will still have a lot to say in this BBL Championship season. And one of the interesting things about this game, Olu Babalola just signed for the Sharks. We heard Coach Lyons says he won't play too much, but he is a guy that Fab Flanoy will know all about from his time in Newcastle.
Absolutely, Fab's coached him. A great offensive talent, proven in this league. Interesting to see how he does integrate into the team today. A team have already proven to be scoring higher number of points. Can Olu fit into that quickly? I think he'll see some minutes today, and as I say, it'll be interesting to see how he fits in.
Well, we'll keep an eye on him, and at the other end we will also keep an eye on Trey Moore. He had 29 against you guys last week, but was 1 point short with that missed free throw. You ended up sneaking it by 1.
Yeah, thankfully he had 29 and not 31. He was on fire that night, and I know Trey very well. A fantastic player, loves the game, first in the gym, last out, and I'm sure he will enjoy himself tonight.
Former BBL Player of the Year, he'll want to put on a good show and make sure that everything goes his team's way. And he just slaps 5 with Paul Smith on his way out. As you see, a good friend from the former days. And the 2 teams make their way out onto court for what is a massive game, really. It seems strange so early in the season, but Newcastle can't really afford a 4th defeat here in the league, can they?
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, they win the league with 5 losses last year, and Sheffield right behind them, so to have 3 at this early stage. But what I would say is, I agree with Fab, the league has gone up a notch this year, right across the league, and teams look stronger. So you could look at a team winning the league this year with 8, 9, 10 losses.
Well, that is always the mark of a competitive league, if you start to get into double figures. Here we go then, the opening tip. It's the Sharks and the Eagles. Defoe trying to win it for Newcastle. Bit of a scrappy opening jump ball, but Newcastle come up with it through Chapman, and they will get the first offense of the game. Here's Moore. Chapman down in the low post, tosses it down to him, looking to go to work. Chapman cross the lane, off the glass, doesn't go, and Sheffield come up with the ball. Patton looking to push quickly, nice easy one for Ryan.
Good screen, gives Patton the line right to the basket.
First basket of the game then for the Sharks as Bridge drives through. His shot bobbles out, and Tuck has the rebound. Sheffield looking to push the ball down floor, as has been a trademark of their game, but Patton just stepped on the line here on the near side, stepped his foot backwards, caught the line out of bounds, and it will be an Eagles ball.
A first play of the game, Newcastle went right in the post. Chapman is a very strong guard, and he tried to post Agostino up and got a good look, couldn't quite make it, but it'll be interesting to see how much they go to that throughout the game.
Here's Chapman driving through, trying to dump off to Defoe. It's stolen away, thrown out to D'Agostino on the break. Only Moore back. Moore with the block. Foul is called. Trey Moore, the only man back, but he went to challenge the shot and was whistled for the foul.
Interesting. 3-on-1 there. 3 Sheffield players out and only 1 Newcastle player back. That's really unusual for Newcastle, and they'll need to do better in transition defence today to stop that.
D'Agostino then at the line, shooting a couple of free throws. And he's made an impressive start to his career here in the BBL, averaging over 20 a game already.
Absolutely, yeah. Him and Patton are being a real scoring threat from the guard positions for this team.
And there's his first couple of points of this ball game. Sharks leading 4-0, just over a minute into the first quarter. Chapman to Bridge. Defoe trying to find a gap, nowhere for him to go, forces it up, doesn't go. Flanoy trying to get the rebound, but Sheffield come up with it, and again on the fast break, just Eagles not getting back on defense.
Yeah. And this is a team that's going to push it.
But that was way too easy as far as Fab Flanoy will be concerned with his Newcastle Eagles squad. Here's Moore. Flanoy. Shot clock down to 5. There's going to be a foul called. It's on top.
They look a little disjointed at the minute, Newcastle, but I'm sure they'll settle down soon.
Fab Flanoy comes over to the near side, just sorts his shirt out, and then gets ready to inbound.
They'll post in Chapman up again.
Chapman's shot is short. Newcastle still can't find the net. Here's Sheffield pushing again. Patton, long way out for 3 is short. Defoe with the easy board. Moore has Chapman with him. Still Moore. Moore is fouled by Ryan Patton. And Trey Moore will go to the line, I'm sure, to shoot 2.
Strong, aggressive move on the break from Trey. Not a bad foul, though, by Patton. Stop the layup.
Moore then trying to get Newcastle on the board here. Over 2 minutes played in this first quarter, and the Eagles still haven't scored.
They've been getting good shots, though. They've been getting in the lane and just not hitting the shots, so I don't think that's too much of a worry. I'd be more concerned if I was Fab about getting back and stopping Sheffield get the easy looks.
Well, finally, after 6 attempts from all distances, Newcastle get a point on the board. Patton crosses the halfway line, has Bridge in front of him, the former Sheffield player, of course. Dumped in, Flanoy knocks it loose. Flanoy gets it out to Bridge. Bridge still going, drops back to Moore, a bit behind him. He had to rearrange himself. That shot doesn't go. Normally that's money for Moore. Stout drops off to Tuck. Tuck finishes it off, but Newcastle having all sorts of problems on their transitional defense.
Yeah, you see in the one play where they were back in the half court, they get a turnover. They should have converted with them, but really struggling on transition, like you say.
Chapman to Defoe. Defoe goes up strong. Williams, good defense. Offensive rebound is pulled in and put back by Chapman. Good work on the boards. Patton into Williams. Williams had the inside step, kicks it across. Stout to the basket, doesn't go, and there'll just be a little bump foul from behind, I think, on Chapman. No, in fact, it is on Defoe. Must have just been leaning forward. Let's have another look. The foul is called there. His arms are not straight up, and he just went chasing after it.
Yeah, just stayed in his cylinder. He'd have been all right there.
First foul shot from Stout is off the back of the ring.
The tempo of this Sheffield team is very impressive. Very impressive. Looking to shoot within 8 seconds every time. It'll be interesting to see how long they can maintain that.
Well, you think back the history of this franchise in the old days of Jim Brandon and then Chris Finch, they were very much a slow it down, defensive, run the offense. I remember Chris moaning when they shortened the shot clock to 24, but I don't think that's something this Sheffield team are too worried about. Flanoy inside, flips it up, good defense from Tuck to knock it away. Flanoy lets it go out of bounds. The shot clock is holding on 4, so Newcastle are going to have to think about one quickly here. It's into Moore. Moore with the head fake, gets it up. Trey Moore with the mid-range jumper.
He has that to his game, this mid-range. It's very rare to find in basketball these days, guys who can shoot, sort of 15-foot, plenty of three-point shooters, but Trey can score from anywhere.
Patton's shot doesn't go. Moore with the boards. Kicks it forward to Flanoy. Flanoy drives, drops to Bridge on the trail. Bridge driving hard, doesn't go, but there is a whistle on the play. And the foul is called against Mike Tuck. So Bridge, good trail, will go to the line.
And he does that very well, Andrew Bridge, really, really well. Cuts very, very hard. Gets a lot of points just from strong cuts down the lane, and the teammates know he's going to do that, and they find him. And good free throw shooter as well.
First one is clean for Bridge. And after their struggles early on, Newcastle, they have hauled this right back to a 2-point game.
Yeah.
They've gone 6-1 in the last minute and a bit. Stout driving baseline. Oh, great spin! What a move! From Stout to the hole.
Tough to stop that.
Just exploding to the basket. Defoe drives in, goes hard. Good defense though from Williams to prevent him. Patton in the corner. Stout for 3. 5 points in a hurry for Stout, and the Sharks out to a 14-7 lead.
So go a 6-1 run for Newcastle, and then within 30 seconds 5 points on the board for Sheffield. They're that kind of team by the looks of it.
And that pass is overcooked. I don't think Chapman was expecting it to come from Fab Flanoy. And we're going to have substitutions now for the Eagles, with Smith and Richard into the game, and Defoe and Bridge taking a breather. There's Andrew Bridge sitting down. Charles Smith, veteran of the game, really is an influential player on this Newcastle Eagles team. Williams driving in, and Smith's first action is to commit a foul.
And the play made by Patton again, curled off the screen, attacked the lane, help came over, and he just dished it off.
Well, he won't get an assist for that one because the foul was called, but he has been averaging 8 a game here in the early stages of this BBL Championship season. Williams is way short. Did well to draw iron on that one. Moore has Chapman ahead. Chapman drives in. Oh, I thought for a second he'd overcooked it, but it just rolled in. D'Agostino for the Sharks. On to Patton. Patton lines one up. Good head fake. Now sets his feet again. That one doesn't go. Great work inside from Williams to pull down the rebound. Kicks it back out to Patton. Patton drives in, and he's fouled. I think Flanoy got him. Smith was in close proximity as well. The foul is called on Fab Flanoy. Referee said the foul was on the floor before the shot. Patton's not too sure about that, but it'll be an end-line ball for the Shark.
Again, very clever use of his body. Such a smart player. Protect the ball with his body and get the contact, draw the foul.
And the referee just checking to see if that was the 4th or the 5th team foul. It was only the 4th, so it won't be free throws. It'll just be an end-line ball. They were right first time. Oh, good dish! Williams with the finish, but what a pass from D'Agostino.
Just showing that if Patton can do it, he can do it too. Drive, draws the defense, and dishes to the open man.
Richard spins back under pressure. That's a tough shot. Good defense from Williams. Patton out and running. Bumps onto Stout. Stout lays it in. And Newcastle need a timeout here. They need to stop the bleeding because this game is getting away from them here in this first quarter. They do call a timeout. 10 points down, Portsmouth.
Indeed, and it's transition. I mean, you look at 19 points there, I would imagine 14, 15 of them from transition, and they've just started to feed that by taking some tough shots.
Trey Moore brings the ball over for Newcastle in a 10-point hole here in the first quarter. Moore drives through, dishes off to Flanoy. Flanoy attacking the basket, doesn't go. The tip from Richard is no good either. And Sheffield looking to push again through Patton. Agostino slows it down, and they will get into a half court. Patton to his player coach Lyons, who overcooked that. Tried to throw it into Williams. The idea was right, just a bit too much. It was Atiba's first touch of the ball, in fairness to him.
Yeah, Newcastle did a lot better getting back. Missed shot, but they still got back. That's what they need to do.
Flanoy dumps inside to Chapman. Chapman turns around from 12 feet, doesn't go. Patton coming up with the rebound. Agostino drives through, tries to dump off to Williams. The ball finds its way out to Patton in the corner. Skip pass, wide open in the corner for three. Agostino and Sheffield, everything they do is good right now. Yeah,
they're playing with great confidence. You know, they're not hesitating. If guys are open and their feet are set, they're just shooting it. Playing with real confidence.
Flanoy throws it to Chapman. Chapman bit behind Trey Moore, but he did hang on to it. Trey Moore fires up for three. They needed that. Newcastle, boy, did they need that.
And they will need him tonight. They'll need him.
Still early on, but you just get the sense if Newcastle are going to do anything in this game, they're going to need a big night from the number 4. Lobbed into Williams. Good pass from Agostino. And Flanoy, well, it's written on his face how unhappy he was with that play.
Yeah, that'll be too easy. One bit won't sit well with him, that. Moore steps back. Tough shot. Doesn't go. Good rebound from Flanoy. He's an excellent rebounder for his height, and he lays it in. 15 years in the BBL, Fab Flanoy. Yeah, and he's still outworking you.
Lyons looking to drive, kicks out, you can't leave Patton that wide open. They got away with one there. Richard with the board. Moore spins, what a move, kicks out, Charles Smith for three. Oh, what a shot, Charles Smith made from a spectacular assist by Trey Moore. Take a look at this one.
Yeah, great drive, spin, draws a defender, kicks it out. Great move. He's involved in everything that's good for Newcastle at the minute.
Absolutely beautiful assist, and Newcastle get the ball back. Flanoy dancing to the hole, Fab Flanoy, and suddenly a timeout is needed at the other end because in no time at all they pulled themselves right back into this game.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about Sheffield's transition, but you know, Newcastle can push the ball. You know, maybe that's something they need to be looking at to make Sheffield run both ways.
Newcastle make their way back out onto court. Here come the Sharks. And it will be an end-line ball for the Sharks. And Olu Babalola into the game for the first time. And he gets a rousing welcome from the Sharks fans. He's a big body inside, big presence, Olu.
He is indeed, very strong but very athletic with it.
He will be a handful for the Newcastle defense, of that you can be sure. Here he is with his first touch. Charles Smith trying to guard him. Babalola, perhaps a little early in his Sharks career to take that shot, but I'm sure we'll see more of him as the night goes on. Chapman.
Undoubtedly, yeah.
Richard. Lockhart into the game for the first time, is running the baseline. Here's Chapman firing up for three. String music from Chapman. And we have ourselves a 2-point game here with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter.
It's a tough shot from Chapman. They're going to need him firing tonight, that's for sure.
Lyons behind the back, drives in off the glass. Nice move.
Strong drive by the coach.
And Newcastle have a look up at the clock. They see they can run this one right down and take the final shot of this quarter. Moore glances up. It's into single figures now as he goes. Trey Moore drives, flips out again to Smith for three. Great finish from the Newcastle Eagles. Another superb assist from Trey Moore. And what a comeback from Newcastle. They end this period only 1 point down.
Absolutely. Shows the class of a champion team. They didn't worry, didn't panic, took a timeout, regrouped. And as we've already said, Trey is very, very involved. And Smith's come off the bench, hit 2 big threes there.
Well, it had been all Sheffield for the first 5 or 6 minutes, but Newcastle have come right back into this game. At the end of the first quarter, it's the Sharks by 1. We'll be back with second quarter action after this break. Welcome back to Sheffield, where the hometown Sharks lead by a point, but Fab Flanoy and his men have made a great recovery to a poor start. Threes from Smith and Chapman in the last 30 seconds got Newcastle right back in this game. Sharks for the opening play here of this second quarter. Williams, great pass to Lyons from Babalola, but it's tipped away. I think Smith's hand was in there.
That was great defense by Kadiri Richard. Went straight up, changed that shot.
Moore from deep, long way out from Trey Moore, and 3 3-pointers in a row from the Newcastle Eagles either side of the break, and they are in front.
Absolutely. He's feeling it tonight. They're 5 of 5 from 3-point range. That's tough.
Stout off the back of the ring. Williams tips it out. Stout again from deep, way off the mark. I mean, that was another basket to the side. It's one of them. Did somebody open the door and the wind came and blew it across? That was a long way off the mark. Unusual from a player of his ability. Chapman for three. Oh my goodness, Newcastle, unbelievable three-point shooting. They haven't missed one. They're 6 from 6, and they've made 4 in a row.
Tough ones as well. I mean, he had a hand right in his face there. But, this is Chapman and Trey get going. That's a tough combination to stop. Great drive by Olu.
Olu Babalola inside for his first points as the Sharks player. Chapman. Smith, again from deep. Oh, it's amazing! Newcastle just absolutely on fire from behind the arc. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Newcastle Eagle bomb squad. What are they now? 7 of 7, something like that?
Certainly are. Just amazing shooting. Stout driving in his foul. Charles Smith, the offender. And it will be 2 free throws for Stout. He just seemed to have caught one in the eye there. I think he'll be okay. We're going to get a timeout first of all. 2 minutes into this second quarter. And I'm sure Atiba Lyons will be saying, let's get out to the shooters. That's the important thing. Here's the foul. Just caught him on the arm. Let's have a look at the shooting numbers in this game so far. 100% against 28%. Just to break that down, they've both taken 7 shots. Newcastle haven't missed one from behind the arc. 21 of their 34 points have come from the distance. And you can see Sheffield doing better job inside with 52%. But threes are worth more. That's why you're in front of the game. I mean, it's still early days on the foul shooting.
And the interesting thing for me, Ryan Patton, 0 of 3. He's making a lot happen, but he's had 3 what I would say for him were pretty good looks from 3-point range, and he's not hit any of them yet. That won't continue either. If he keeps getting those looks, he will knock them down.
Yeah, he had one wide open in the corner that looked for all the world like it was going in, but somehow rattled off the front of the ring. But can Newcastle keep this streak going, this 3-point shooting fest? Smith thought about one there. They're going to go inside for a 2-point basket, but they're still going in.
Well, Charles can score from anywhere. He really can, and he'll be showing his full repertoire tonight, no doubt.
D'Agostino dumps it inside to Lyons. Tipped away, but only as far as Stout. That will be a blocking foul called against Defoe.
Newcastle defence a lot more active now. Sheffield finding it much more difficult to get a good look.
Let's have another look. Just chased it. You can just see they just moved across to the left. And the bench is shouting to the referee he was straight up. He was straight up. He just stepped sideways as well.
Yeah, just a matter of a few inches, but that's all it takes for it to be a foul.
Stout's first foul shot is short. The second one was a bit short, but had enough, wiped its feet and dropped in. Here's Moore up top. Smith
Trey
coming to offer a screen.
So he can attack, create.
Oh, bobbled through Smith's hand. Got to get the shot off. Does get the shot off. It rattles out. Good offensive rebound. That's a foul. No, it's not. Chapman looked like he was pushed out of bounds by D'Agostino. Fab-Flanoy is going nuts on the sideline. It looked like he got pushed from where we're sat. Let's have another look now.
I think he did.
Is there any action here?
I don't think he threw himself out of bounds.
No, the referee was there in the way, but it still looked like there was a bit of a nudge there. D'Agostino driving through. Oh, nice. Moore. Chapman, Lockhart, sorry, to Chapman. Chapman spins, drives hard off the glass. Great athleticism from Chapman. Chapman leads all scorers with 12. Patton drives in and gets one from about 8 or 10 feet.
Both teams are scoring a little too easily at the minute.
Yeah, we're on pace for a very high scoring game here. On pace for about 100 each. Maybe a bit more than that. Patton drives through, throws it away. Chapman picks up the loose ball. Newcastle have numbers here. Smith, it's stolen away though. And Patton is off and running the other way. Patton lays it in. And just a sloppy pass more than anything else. Credit the defense from the coach there.
Great anticipation, yeah, great anticipation from the team. He's a great defender. It's a 4-point play. You know, he stopped the layup at one end and got one at the other.
Chapman round the screen. It's double team. Gets it out to Smith. Smith from behind the arc. Oh, they've missed one. Newcastle have missed their first 3-point attempt of the night. It took till 8. Oh, what a pretty play from Stout, dancing to the hole.
Coast to coast.
For this, one way back, the other slices through the defense.
This is a great game. Like you say, for a first game back on the TV, going to see a very high score and end-to-end. Some fantastic basketball from both teams.
Moore under pressure. Doesn't go. Tipped out of bounds by Babalola and will be a Newcastle ball.
That's good defense from Stout. Made Trey take a tough shot there.
Substitutions for both teams taking place as Bridge and Flanoy and Tuck and Williams back into the game. Lyons and Babalola sitting down. And Lockhart and Smith will get a breather for the Eagles. Midway through the second quarter, it's 38-all. That's a halftime score. We still got 5 minutes to go to halftime. Chapman with the turnaround doesn't go. Tipped away by Tuck. And they're out again. Stout on the break. Stout lays it in. Boy, did the guards leak out quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gone. They're anticipating. And the guards with the ball have got their head up. They're seeing the open man. They're making the ball do the work. Not over-dribbling, just really pushing it.
Chapman up top. Defoe offers the screen, goes round it. Bit of a double team, but he breaks it easily. Shot clock getting low. Got to get it off. Do get it off. Defoe doesn't go, but rebound from Moore. Moore inside, and he is fouled by Stout. And the Newcastle fans with a bit of an ironic cheer. They felt one or two whistles haven't gone their way in recent times, but this one did. And I think we'll see a pretty easy call for the official on the baseline.
Rotating the subs in and out today is going to be very, very important. Such an up-tempo game. Players are going to get tired, and calling those subs right and calling them regularly is going to be really crucial, particularly when it comes to the fourth quarter.
Stout sits down. He leads his team with 12. Trey Moore at the foul line. He's into double digits now. And the second one is good for Moore.
A well-earned rest for Marcus Stout. 14 points already. So a great game so far.
Patton trying to get it to Williams. He's had to come all the way to the elbow to get it. Hands it back to Patton. D'Agostino got bumped by Defoe. I think that might be his third personal foul. And certainly Richard has run to the table to request a substitution because it is the third personal foul on Darius Defoe, and that's a bit of a blow before halftime.
Yeah, they need Darius in there really for his rebounding and his presence. But D'Agostino's a clever guard. Quick fake there, gets Defoe up in the air and then draws the contact.
D'Agostino. Lions now. Williams trying the backdoor to Patton, and it just got there. And smart play from Patton. He saw that Bridge was out of place. He could draw a nice, easy foul and go to the line.
Yeah, two smart guards there. They're drawing fouls all over the court. And that could come back to haunt Newcastle later on.
Ryan Patton then at the foul line. Nice and clean on the first. And the second, he's a good shooter of the ball.
Absolutely.
And as you expect with good shooters, he's a good foul shooter too.
He is indeed.
Richard drives in along the baseline, flips one up from behind, doesn't go. Bridge chasing down the rebound, but Patton got there first. Patton looking to push to D'Agostino, bounced into Williams. Williams to Patton, just through his hands. I think it might have got a little deflection as it came across the paint.
Yeah, they're moving the ball so well, relentlessly pushing the ball, moving the ball. Even if the quick layup is not on, they're moving the ball for an early shot.
Sharks by 2, 3 minutes from halftime. Bridge tosses it down to Chapman. Chapman from the edge of the lane for 2.
Certainly trying to take advantage of that matchup. Chapman, a bigger and stronger guard, trying to post D'Agostino up.
He's got 14 and is level with Stout as the game's leading scorer. D'Agostino driving through, fires up, off the glass, doesn't quite go, might get his own rebound, no he doesn't. Think he's okay, just caught a knock there as Trey Moore pulls up on the fast break, banks it in! He was a long way out, I don't think he called the bank, but he went in all the same.
Yeah, you shouldn't get it if you don't call it.
Patton. Tuck for 3, Tuck replies with 3 of his own!
Yeah, he can shoot that. That's a great little play they run there.
Well, 3's flying in at either end. We're tied at 45 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Tossed into Chapman. Richard on the trail. It kind of slipped out of his hand.
That was unlucky. Nice play.
Patton, Tuck wants it down low, but they can't get it in because Fab Flanoy is playing some good defense to prevent it. Tuck does get it, but he has to come 15 feet from home to get it. Fires up. Tough shot. Tipped down. Flanoy throwing it forward to Chapman. Has more with him if he needs him. Might not need him. Goes strong himself.
Too strong with D'Agostino. I wouldn't go one-on-one against Fab. The best defensive players the league has ever seen.
Patton drives baseline. Kicked out. Oh, good rearranged pass from Lyons. Doesn't get anything though as Williams can't convert. And there's a foul on the rebound. And it's called against Williams.
It's fascinating watching it down that end of the floor. Great offensive team like Sheffield playing a great defensive team like Newcastle. Real super high quality basketball.
I think he was more disappointed with the play himself, Williams, and that's a frustration foul. Tiba sitting down. Get the last minute before half-time off while he thinks of his team talk. Moore hands it over to Chapman. Good defense from the Sharks. Flanoy rattles out. Williams has it knocked away by Bridge. Bridge to Chapman. Chapman is fouled. Not quite. Thought he was going to get the basket as well, but not quite. But good play from Bridge. Yeah,
great opportunist play. Just whipped round on the blind side, nicked it out the rebounder's hands. Very smart player, Andrew Bridge. Really does max out his game.
Well, I said Lyons was going to get a little time off before, but this foul on Williams has brought him back into the game now. Joe Chapman then at the foul line for the Newcastle Eagles, looking to tie it up. Sorry, they're already ahead. Looking to stretch their lead to 3. And now the chance to stretch it further to 4.
Another very good foul shooter, Joe Chapman.
Vecino ambles over the halfway line, gets it to Lyons. Runs out wide. Lyons calls for the screen. Tuck provides it. Shot clock gets down to 5. Got to look to do something. Dumps it off. Thrown away. Richard with the steal. Richard has Moore with him. Richard on his own. Richard misses. Moore with the offensive rebound, and Moore will stick it back. Good play from Trey Moore. I think Richard was trying to give it up all the way down court, and in the end the defense made him go.
He wanted the point guard to handle it, which I can understand.
Last 10 seconds here. Stout trying to break through, stolen away. Chapman on the floor, gets it to Richard. Hustle. Richard will dunk it down to end the first half in great style from the Newcastle Eagles. 2 good defensive stands, and they go into the half with all the momentum off the back of this.
Yeah, they were in a hole early on, but showed their class. I tell you, never write this team off. Still a long way to go, though. Still a long way to go. 2 real quality teams going at it here.
But you think back, Paul, to the first 2 or 3 minutes when Newcastle were 19-9 down.
Yeah.
They will be really delighted to be up 8 at halftime.
Yeah, something like an 18-point turnaround there when you think about it. And they've done it by going back to what got them a championship team in the first place. They got back to their roots, played defence, really hustled. They've started turning Sheffield over and then pushing the ball themselves and getting some easy looks.
Well, the crowd here in the EIS in Sheffield will be delighted with what they've seen so far, but the home side are trailing by 8. We've got more action coming after this break. Well, welcome back to Sheffield as the second half is about to get underway here. The Newcastle Eagles leading the hometown Sharks by 53 points to 45, and they've done it off the back of some spectacular shooting. 8 of 10 from three-point land, the Eagles, against 3 of 8. There's 15-point difference right there, Paul Smith.
Yeah, that's the key really so far. That's got Newcastle the lead, but you'd be confident if you're a Sheffield team. Don't normally maintain that kind of shooting, and they're still in the game.
Defoe, as the Eagles get us underway here in the third quarter with the possession. Out to Moore. Once the screen gets it, cuts through the double team, out to Bridge in the corner for 3. It does continue right at the start of the second half. A 9th three-pointer for the Eagles.
Looks like they might prove me wrong. They start where they left off.
Agostino has it for the Sharks. Stout.
Mismatch in the post there.
Williams doesn't go. Rebound Moore. Flanoy. Ooh, Chapman did well to hang on to that. It was a bit quick to him. Chapman's shot doesn't go. Tuck with the rebound. D'Agostino trying to lob into Williams, gets it there and lays it in. And the problem is, if he can get it over Flanoy into the hands, the help defense has a long way to come in a hurry.
Absolutely, and a long way to get up as well. 6'10", long arms, tough to stop.
Oh, just through the hands of Chapman. And Sheffield will get possession of the ball back. Ryan Patton crosses the line. Hands over to his backcourt partner, D'Agostino.
Going back to the same play.
Defoe helped off, and that's the problem. Yeah. Defoe then helps off, and Tuck's wide open for the throwdown. And even if he isn't wide open, you've got Bridge trying to cover that defensive assignment. Yeah. It's certainly causing one or two problems here in the opening couple of minutes. Flanoy. Shot clock down to 3. Moore's got to shoot 2 as he fires up for 3, and even that almost went in. Stout pushing, kicks out. Patton sets his feet for 3. No, doesn't go. Rebound. Tuck fires up for 2.
Good hard work on the boards there. Real blue collar worker. Again, Patton, lots of time. Maybe that's a secret. We should give him more time.
Yeah, because he's missed a couple of ones where he's had a long time to think about it. Defoe out to Moore. Moore drives in. Skips. His shot is short. Rebound. Tuck. Newcastle, I think, need a timeout here. Their lead is starting to drift away. Go inside to Williams looking for a space. Tuck on the trail, got fouled. That'll be a goaltend as well, I think. Let's see what the referee says. Foul is called on Flanoy. He's going to go and check with his co-official as to whether it was a goaltend. No, said the referee. Not a goaltend. What was your thoughts?
I thought he touched the ring. I thought he touched the ring when he went up to block it.
Well, that certainly looked like a goaltend. It looked like not only did he touch the ring, but he came up through the ring. So a goaltend on 2 levels.
Yeah, I think they missed one there.
And they've come over to the table now, and they've said basket is good.
That's good. That's good refereeing.
It is good refereeing.
Absolutely.
And now, of course, Newcastle are not happy, but in fairness, the referees got it right in the end.
They did. They did.
And Newcastle can feel aggrieved, but only because the officials didn't get it right first time. But as long as they get it right in the end, that's the important thing. And the 3-point play is converted. And it's down to 2 here in the EIS. Chapman to Bridge and on to Moore. Flanoy wants it down low, gets it. Squares up to Williams. Little hook toss, really. D'Agostino, only Smith back. Dumps off to Tuck and he lays it in, and we are tied at 56.
Again, some tough shots by Newcastle, feeding the Sheffield break. 2-on-1s every time. Strong rebound and outlet from Williams, making a lot happen both ends of the floor.
Moore, Flanoy points to him, tells him to go the other way. Chapman now. Low in the shot clock as Chapman drives through. Smith for 3, and that one rims round but drops in for Charles Smith, his 4th of the game.
Created by the penetration from Chapman.
That's what he does, though. Just spots up, waits for one of the guards to kick it out to him. That'll be a foul on Moore. Just got there a little bit late, and Stout was already on the move. Second personal foul on Trey. It'll be a sideline ball to the Sharks, which Ryan Patton will inbound. Lobbed up, alley-oop to Tuck! The back screen, and Tuck threw it down. Great assist from Patton.
Perfectly executed play. Perfectly executed play, but poor communication from Newcastle. They'll be upset with that one.
Smith again. Oh my goodness, Charles Smith is 5 of 6 from behind the arc. Patton drives hard, doesn't go.
Good defense by Bridge.
Bridge did enough to put him off. Chapman for another three. This is amazing. This is absolutely unbelievable three-point shooting from the Newcastle Eagles. Whoa, through the hands of Stout, but he hangs on to it. He tries to reply with three, doesn't go. Tuck with the rebound, knocked loose by Flanoy. Great defense, diving bodies on the floor, and we're going to call a foul, are we?
Yeah.
Or a jump ball? I think it's a foul.
Bridge got the ball, and Williams came down on him. That's a good call.
There's a look, good rebound. Flanoy knocked it loose. Boblin, yeah, he just sort of landed on him.
All of a sudden the momentum switched again.
Moore has it.
Yeah, attacking D'Agostino in the post again.
Chapman with the fall away, tough shot.
Not a lot he can do.
In fairness, yeah, to D'Agostino, that was as good as he could do out of that play. Stolen away by Chapman, kicks it forward to Flanoy. 3-on-1. Flanoy to Moore to finger roll. And a timeout for the short because Newcastle have opened up an 11-point lead here midway through this third quarter. And they look every bit the three-time champions here. Stout almost lost it for a second, got it back out to Lyons. Oh, what a pass to Stout. Stout
great
inside.
Great help defense. Newcastle really working for each other, pushing the ball.
Moore gets it back from Chapman, it's not loose. Moore inside to Flanoy, good defense. Stout is out on the break. Smith will try and chase it back, but he won't get that. And Flanoy brings it forward for the Newcastle Eagles. Chapman for three, unbelievable shooting.
A lot you can do though.
Newcastle Eagles.
I like that matchup better though for Sheffield. That was a tough shot. T-was a great defender.
Lyons kicks out. Good ball movement. D'Agostino's three doesn't go. That's tipped away by Moore. Moore tries to convince the referee it came off a Sheffield hand last, but it didn't. Lyons driving. Oh!
A big basket for Sheffield. They needed that.
Oh, that'll be a foul on Lyons as he just kind of slipped underneath Chapman. Patton. Stout spins, tough shot. Oh, nice.
It's a real quick spin move he's got there. Done that a couple of times tonight. Tough to defend that.
Chapman into Bridge. Bridge has his wrist slapped by Ryan Patton, and it will be two foul shots for the former Sheffield player.
Newcastle pushing the ball well now. Heads up, moving the ball, finding the open man.
Olu Babalola wanders onto court, and he's going to replace Ryan Patton. There's a swap that certainly isn't like for like.
Be interested to see the matchups now. It'll be much more difficult for Newcastle to post the guards up.
Well, you've got Tuck, Babalola, and Lyons, and Stout out there with D'Agostino. That's quite a big lineup. I'm not sure Sheffield can go much bigger than this. Walks Stout round the screen both ways. Tuck. Stout again. Drives through, that's a difficult shot that doesn't go. Bridge managed to pull the rebound down from behind his head.
Rebound.
Moore spins. Oh, tried to get it to Smith and threw it out of bounds.
Right idea, just fumbled the ball a little bit on the drive there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, probably never really had total control. I think he wanted to throw it a little earlier, then had to bail out of that pass and never quite corralled the ball properly. Still the Newcastle Eagles leading this ball game by 10 against the undefeated Sharks. Undefeated in the league, at least. D'Agostino skip round to Stout. Stout from behind the arc, bobbles out. Another good rebound from Bridge.
Bridge is a tremendous rebounder. You know, you wouldn't think of it, he's only about sort of 6'3", 6'4", but he crashes the boards tremendously well.
Smith drives in. Well, he's about the same height as Fab, and Fab's one of the best rebounders you're ever likely to see in the BBL.
Absolutely. It's not always about height when it comes to rebounds.
D'Agostino driving along. Gets it back in the corner. Again, he runs a little floater and it bobbled about how to think but drop. Still, though, the Eagles with a double-figure cushion here late in the third. As Moore drives through, gets it out to Flanoy. Hands over to Chapman. Chapman from way out. Even the way they were shooting, that was way too far out. It's NBA range. D'Agostino drives through. Blocked by Flanoy. Great defensive play from Fab.
Both teams playing tough defense. Both teams starting to look tired, but still putting the effort in. Just seeing D'Agostino and Stout make eye contact. Wonder if there's lines in the corner.
Stout. Lions running the baseline. Tuck comes into the post, but it goes up top to the guard. And that will be a foul on Chapman. And ooh, what happened there? I was watching the ball. I don't know, did D'Agostino hit the deck and Trey Moore was somewhere near him, but I must admit I was watching the referee for the signal. Let's have a look. It was just a little bit of a bump and then he threw the ball at him.
Yeah, he's making a meal of that, really.
Not much in it.
No.
But they're still exchanging words.
Well, those two will talk all night long, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Stout. Stout drives on, kicks it back out. Tuck has it. Bridge almost knocked it away, but still Sheffield have the ball. D'Agostino driving through, tough play, doesn't go. Rebound Smith and he's fouled. Unsportsmanlike foul is called against Tuck on the floor. He certainly went hard. And D'Agostino and Moore are still talking to each other. This game has the potential to get a bit fiery here.
Yeah, I think it's just been, the fuse has just been lit. I think we're in for an interesting last 10 minutes.
And Tuck, he just went a little bit too aggressively after that rebound. Didn't get much of the ball. And I think what it is the referees have seen the trash talking going on and are trying to grab some control of this game.
Yeah.
Maybe calling an unsportsmanlike there will do that.
Yeah.
Charles Smith at the free throw line. It'll be 2 shots and possession of the ball for Newcastle. Smith makes both of them. He's having an excellent shooting performance. He's 5 of 6 from three-point land, 7 of 10 overall, and those are his first 2 free throws.
That's incredible efficiency, it really is. But he's been doing that for years.
You can't quite run this down. There's about a 2 or 3 second gap between shot and game clock. But Moore's going to try and get it late in this shot clock as he can to deny Sheffield a chance back the other way. Moore out to Smith again from deep. That one's short. Rebound Flanoy.
Shoot it.
Got to shoot. Smith inside. Got to fire it up. They're not going to get it off in time.
Good defense.
A rare Charles Smith miss at the end there from 3-point land.
And it looked good as well.
Newcastle still be pretty pleased with the situation they find themselves in, up 12 here.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be pleased that defensively they've had a better quarter there. Perhaps starting to get to Sheffield a little bit, but still shooting the ball very, very well.
And you kind of believe they won't continue to shoot 80% three-pointers all the way through, so Sheffield definitely not out of this game yet.
Absolutely, but I'm not going to say that again. Every time I say they can't keep hitting the threes, they prove me wrong, so I'm not saying anything else. But you're right, 13 of 17 is a ridiculous statistic when it comes to three-pointers. But I say, Sheffield are still in it. They're at home, they've got an up-tempo game.
Fourth quarter action after this. Welcome back to Sheffield, where the Sharks, undefeated in the league so far this season, are 12 points down with 10 minutes to go against the three-time defending champions Newcastle Eagles. And it's Sheffield who get us underway here in the fourth quarter. Williams looking for some help, finds it from Patton. D'Agostino out to Tuck and Patton. Very quiet shooting night from Ryan Patton, unusually so. Williams with the rebound, and he's slapped from behind by Trey Moore. I think that's who the foul's going to be on. No, in fact, they've whistled it on Flanoy.
Real strong drive by Stout, drew the defensive help, which meant Williams had great rebounding position.
It is an important game, and it's funny to say it's an important game when one team's played 4 and the other team's played 5 league games, and yet we already get the sense that this is an important game.
Yeah. As I say, I think both teams will be there or thereabouts at the end of the season, so head-to-heads could come in, could be important.
And in that regard, stealing one away from home is always important.
Yeah, huge. Not many people will win here this year, I can tell you that.
Well, away wins have been tough in recent years in the BBL in general. Off the glass,
there's that matchup again, well, Chapman on D'Agostino.
But what more can he do defensively than that? He did okay on that one. That's just a good shot from Chapman.
He's tough in the post.
Tuck with the head fake, steps underneath.
Great shot.
Good shot, but good play from Flanoy. He turned a potential 3 into a 2.
Yeah. There
They're
they go
going
again.
in Chapman again. This time he's helped out. Jump ball is the call. The possession arrow pointing Newcastle's way, so they will keep the ball. See, once again, it's just he's a big, strong guard.
He is.
And he does cause matchup problems.
He certainly does. And Newcastle are a smart team. They recognise and that's the matchup, and that's what they're attacking.
Chapman from just about the elbow, way off the mark, turns to the referee to see, as if he got caught on the arm. It didn't look like it from here. Patton drives to the hole. He's fouled from behind. Bit of a soft one that from Bridge.
Again, a great screen from Williams. Just screened the defender out the lane and gave a line to the basket to Patton. See him here, just get Smith out of the way. That gives enough room for Patton to get a shot off.
But Bridge really, either don't foul him or foul him properly.
Yeah, send them to the line with tears in their eyes, Mike Burton used to tell me, my old coach.
Smith.
Bit of a press coming up now from Sheffield, looking for a trap. Newcastle passed out of it quite well.
But Trey Moore's shot doesn't go. 2 minutes in to the fourth quarter. Sharks can cut this down to, 6 if that goes, and it does. Ryan Patton, we were saying, he's not going to continue to miss, and finally knocks one down there just when they needed it. 6-point game.
Absolutely. You wouldn't expect to wait 32 minutes before Ryan Patton hits his first 3, but Sheffield will be glad to see that. Not only does it reduce the lead to 6, they've got momentum, but it also gets one of their key players hot.
End line ball to the Eagles. I think psychologically they need a score here just to ensure that Sheffield don't get it back under 5.
Sheffield on his own here. Great ball movement.
The three doesn't go. Rebound Flanoy. The problem with zone is you can sometimes miss rebounders like that.
Yeah.
Patton thought about another one. Now he lobs into Williams. And that'll be a foul on Flanoy. Caught him on the arm. Flanoy points and says, that one's on me, right? I got him on the arm. And Flanoy, I've never seen anybody so keen to try and get the foul called on them.
Didn't want it on his teammate.
But it's his fourth personal foul, and he will go to the bench and get himself a bit of a break. We'll see him again before this game is done. Of that you can be sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Not shooting well from the line tonight. Paul Williams doing a lot of hard work to get those foul shots, but he's not hitting them. It could be crucial.
That was not a great toss, and that will be another jump ball situation, and the arrow will be pointing the other way this time, so Sharks gain possession. You could see he didn't think that was going in, and there's the tie-up. Patton for three, not this time. Moore tips it away only as far as Tuck. Tuck challenged by Richard, and the foul is called on Kaderi Richard.
Great anticipation by Tuck. Really good at getting that position, both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively. Comes up with a lot of rebounds.
Well, Flanoy with plenty to say to his team from the bench. I think he was very unhappy with the fact that Tuck was able to get that rebound.
I think he'll be disappointed that Patton got such an open look as well after he just hit one.
Second one has a thing, then eventually dropped in. It had 3 or 4 bounces and a bit of up-court pressure from the Sharks yet again.
Yeah, 1-2-2 press, looking to get a trap. Back to a 2-3 zone by the looks of it.
Chapman. Driving in is Charles Smith,
Tough.
who converts. And that's the sort of play that he makes.
Yeah.
He's a tough player.
And he likes the fourth quarter, Charles. He'll happily put the team on his back. Sheffield trying to get inside, going to Tuck and Williams. They feel like they've got matchups there.
Foul called. Tuck will go to the line shooting 2. Where it counts, last 7 minutes of the game, you get to the foul line, you've got to be coming back with points.
Yeah, it's definitely Sheffield's strategy late on the game here, pounding the ball inside.
Oh, that's a dangerous pass. It got to Lockhart, and D'Agostino is called for the foul. Got there a little bit late, but that pass only just had enough legs on it to get there.
Make that pass in the first quarter, probably get picked off, laid up.
Lockhart. Moore. Smith, great pass. Lockhart underneath, forced to kick it out to Moore. Moore, tough.
Tough shot. Likes that little baseline mid-range.
Sheffield pushing quick. Stout is there, drives to the hole, basket will count, foul is called as well, and Stout will go to the line for a bonus.
Newcastle had guys back then but weren't really concentrating. Great drive by Stout.
He just recognised that Newcastle hadn't picked up the defence quickly enough, drove to the hole, and Trey Moore called for his 3rd personal foul as player coach Lyons checks back into the game for Williams for the Sharks.
And Sheffield shouldn't forget what got them a lead in the first place early on in the game, pushing the ball. And another good example of it there.
Marcus Stout for the bonus. Rattles out. Tuck might get an offensive rebound. That was knocked away by Chapman. And Sharks keep the possession. Good hustle on the boards from Tuck. He didn't get the rebound, but he forced Newcastle to tap it out of bounds.
Worked so hard. Really worked hard.
And Flanoy checks in for Richard.
So this was a lineup that Newcastle had earlier on in the half, and they had a good run with this lineup. Small but quick, smart. 5 guys that played together for quite a while.
6 points, the Newcastle lead. It hasn't been under that for a while, but Lyons is going to try and pull it to 4, and he does with 6:20 to go. Just 2 baskets between the teams.
All in the post for Sheffield at the minute.
Smith for 3. Oh, Charles Smith, his 6th three-pointer in only 8 attempts. He has 24 points. Great answer from Charles. Lyons again, trying to back down Flanoy. Going hard.
Good
Remember,
stand.
Flanoy's on 4 fouls. Good work from D'Agostino to save it. Stout drives in, pulls up for 2.
Stout scored in a number of ways tonight. That's a nice little pull-up in the key there.
He's up to 22. Smith driving. He's hit so many threes, he thought he might as well try an old-fashioned 3, but didn't get the basket. He will get 2 free throws, though.
Good foul shooter, Charles Smith. He could probably make both these.
Smith makes the first free throw. Two of 2, as predicted. He is a good foul shooter. We're approaching the midpoint of the final quarter. Still only 7 points separate the sides. Patton almost lost his footing for a second as he passed that out. Go inside Bridge, good hand to knock it away, because he was going to have difficulty with tucking the low post, so he had to knock that ball loose.
Very active at post defense, Newcastle. Always try and front the post and get help behind.
Patton drives baseline, kicks out. Stout rearranges for 3 and runs it in.
He's feeling it right now. What a game.
Flanoy. Chapman wants it in the post. This time he's guarded by Stout, a bigger proposition. He's still looking to go, though. Tough shot turnaround, doesn't go. Flanoy fighting for the rebound, but Lyons beats it to him, and Flanoy is in a lot of pain. I don't know what he did, whether Lyons just kind of leaned on him, but you can see his knees are taped before the game, and something looked like he was in a lot of pain. And you just get the sense he's come in with a bit of a knee problem, and maybe some extra weight on that might have just stretched the ligaments there.
Certainly looks in pain.
And I think the referees are going to call a timeout while Flanoy gets some treatment, but this does not look good for Fab Flanoy.
Have a look at the replay.
Chapman scores. They're fighting for position underneath. There's Fab going for it. It's hard really to see, but as you can see, he's got tape on both knees, but the one he's grabbing is the one with more tape.
I think something's gone there, just as it wasn't the contact, it's just the way he fell by the looks of it.
But
that's tough for Fab. He's had a great game.
He has, and I was talking to him before the game. He was just limping a little bit. I said, "Are you limping, Fab?" And he said, "It's just age catching up with me." But that is a man in a lot of pain right there, Fab Flanoy. And you don't really see what Fab does. If you only look at numbers, you don't really see the leadership, the important rebounds that he gets, the defense that he plays. That is a huge loss to Newcastle Eagles if he can't come back. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like he's going to come back today, but long term one wonders how serious that injury is, because he looks in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he's a tough guy though, Fab. You know, they'll put a cast on that, he'll come out and play on that. You know, he loves to play. But you're right, certainly today that's going to be tough if he can't get back out on the floor. Sheffield's strategy right now is pounding it inside, and he's been their best post defender. So we'll see what happens.
Well, he is at least putting a little bit of weight on. You can see the Eagles fans behind the bench there. That's a good sign that he's just about going off under his own steam. But you can't believe he's going to come back today. 4:41 to go in the game. Surely he can't come back out onto court.
So they bring Defoe back in now. What Darius needs to do is play defence without fouling if he can. Give him that presence inside. Certainly got the size. Quality player. Been around a long time. We're going to need him down the stretch now. Got a lot of leaders in this team now, Newcastle. But the momentum is with Sheffield. Only 4 down.
Certainly it is. They can get it back to within a shot here. 4.5 to go in this ball game. It's been everything we hoped for and a bit more. D'Agostino, can we have the epic finish? Tough. Lions driving through, and you said Defoe's got to play defense without fouling, and the first thing he does is commit a foul, and I make that number 4. Yes, it is.
That's a smart move by Sheffield. Attack him straight away.
And Tiba will go to the free throw line. And those older BBL fans may remember a game we had on Sky Sports. I think it was 1997 between these two teams in Sheffield. Went to triple overtime. Pretty sure that was the longest televised game in BBL history.
And we've already had a double overtime, have we?
Newcastle have had 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, these two teams, when they first met up in Newcastle, double overtime. When they last met here in the trophy, 1-point win for Sheffield. Moore under pressure. Oh my goodness, Trey Moore just had enough strength to fire that in.
I think he wanted the and one there.
He certainly did. Patton drives in. Ball is knocked away, so it will be a Sharks ball from the end. D'Agostino. Tuck wants it in the post, but Smith is there to deny the pass going in. Stout now. Stout pulls up mid-range for 2.
Good shot.
Still the Eagles, though, have the lead by 4. Sheffield just can't quite get over the hump. They pulled it right back, but they can't get in front as yet. Lob to Moore. Did well to reach out and catch that. Now he's looking to post up D'Agostino. Moore to the hole.
Good
Turns
help by
to the referee. Doesn't get anything. Stout pushing the other way. Patton. D'Agostino wants it, gets it, drives through. Great pass. Atiba Lyons inside. Lays it in. It's a 2-point ball game.
This is very, very high quality basketball that we're seeing here.
And it's hard to pick a winner. Could go either way with 3 minutes to go. Moore inside to Defoe, out to Smith again, wide open. Charles Smith is putting on a 3-point shooting clinic. 7, count them, 7 of 9 from behind the arc. 31 points for the veteran.
That's fantastic, and great vision from Darius Defoe in the key there, switching the ball out to Smith. Wide open, knocks it down.
Well, you can see in the background there, Fab Flanoy pacing the sidelines, as many a coach does, but it's hard to believe the agony it was in a few minutes ago. I think the adrenaline of the game has taken that out. Oh, Ryan Patton misses one from the foul line.
You don't see that very often.
No, not at this stage in a ball game, that's for sure.
And they've missed a few foul shots tonight, Sheffield. Could come back to haunt them.
Oh, he's missed them both, as you know. It rolled in. It rolled in. But yeah, number of misses from the foul line. Sheffield in double figures. Newcastle missed just 1 from that distance. And Sheffield have been there a lot more. They should have taken advantage. But it's still a 4-point game with just over 2 to play. Moore spinning. Moore is fouled. D'Agostino, the offender. It's only his 2nd personal foul. but it will send Trey Moore. Oh no, sorry, it won't. It'll be an end-line possession. It's only the third foul of the period on the home side. Oh, did he step out of bounds on the far side? Chapman. Wow, what a killer that is, because he made the shot.
Here come the shots again.
Patton around the screen. Lyons drives hard and scores over Defoe. 2-point game, 2 minutes to play. Between two of the best teams in the BBL Championship.
Undoubtedly, very high quality basketball.
Chapman cuts through the double team, drives in, pulls up, off the back of the ring, doesn't go, and Sheffield have a chance to tie the ball game, or maybe even take the lead with a three.
A good move, a good look, just couldn't finish it.
D'Agostino drives, tosses, good hands from Defoe, knocks it loose. Patton comes up with it, out to Tuck, Tuck drives through, doesn't go, rebound Defoe, bodies on the floor. Play on, says the referee, they're all okay. Moore
Fab's
spins,
encouraging Trey
drives,
for attack.
dumps off to Defoe for two. And now we're into the realm of two-shot game. Sheffield will need two scores.
Big possession here.
Tuck drives in, drives hard.
Good help.
Ball up in the air. Loose, Tuck has it. Out to Patton, wide open for three, big shot, and he hits! Ryan Patton makes it a one-point game with just under a minute to go.
That's tough on Newcastle, play some great defence there. The scramble come out to Brian Patton wide open.
Chapman. 43 seconds to go. Chapman drives in, off the glass for two. And a timeout has been called with 38.6 seconds to go in the ball game. And Newcastle lead by 3, 197. Which way is it going, Paul Smith?
Well, you think Newcastle are in the driving seat now, but still a long way to go. 38 seconds. That last play, great body control from Chapman. Here we're seeing the three-point shot. A bit of a melee under the basket. Great defense.
And he is a great defensive player. He'll give everything he can for the team.
We're going to run Ryan Patton off two screens here, looking for a quick three. Defended it well.
Get it. Lyons, D'Agostino.
No threes from Newcastle.
D'Agostino drives through.
There it is.
Patton
Great
loses
defense.
it. Patton fires up. Is he fouled? He is fouled. The foul is called. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. So he has a chance to tie the game here with 3 free throws with 20 seconds to go.
Interesting to see the replay on that one.
Well, let's have a look. How much is it jumping into and how much of it is defensive?
That looks a tough call to me. I would say that looks a tough call, but smart play by Ryan Patton for drawing it.
Patton makes the second.
What were the odds for 100 each at the end of normal time? First game back on Sky.
Makes all three, but Newcastle have the chance to win with the final shot. They will tick this right down to the buzzer, no doubt. And you would assume Trey Moore, but don't write out Charles Smith the way he's been shooting.
Trey will take this.
You would assume. Moore, got to shoot, he's fouled. Why did he grab him? Oh, they had a foul to give.
Yeah,
they had a foul to give. Smart play. 3.6 seconds to go. The Eagles will call a timeout. I thought, what a stupid play, but I forgot they had a foul to give.
Yeah.
So it was a smart play.
Yeah. Smart basketball all night, really, to be honest. It's a great play. And we now got 3.6 seconds. Ball on the sideline opposite the foul line extended. Let's see what Newcastle can do.
What would you draw up? What would be on your playboard here, Paul?
Well, I'd look at who's got the hot hands, I think Chapman's shooting the ball well, Smith's shooting the ball well. But let me say this: a couple of weeks ago we played Newcastle. We were 1-up in this situation. 3.6 seconds left, and they went to Trey, and he nearly got it as well. He nearly got it. So. I can see them probably attacking whoever D'Agostino is marking, because they can just shoot over him at the minute. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that's the thing. And all of this, and we've seen Charles Smith hit big shots tonight. We've seen him hit game-winning shots in his career. You would assume in this situation, though, this is Trey Moore time. But
yeah, with 3.6 seconds to go as well, there's not a lot of chance to move the ball. It's pass in and go at your man, really. And I feel like that's going to be in Trey's hands.
And here we go then, with Flanoy to inbound. Just a little pause there. I'm not quite sure what the referees were checking with the table, but here we go. Flanoy to inbound for Newcastle. Shot to win the game. They go into Chapman. Chapman under pressure, gets up, fires up. Good if it goes. No, it doesn't. Tip doesn't go. We are going to overtime. Would you believe it? Tied at 100 at the end of regulation. And Newcastle and Sheffield, who got a double overtime in the trophy earlier this season, will play overtime again here in the BBL Championship.
Yeah, it's turning into a saga, these two, an epic matchup. Good play though, they ran the baseline screen for Chapman. He got a look but couldn't quite nail it, and all credit to Sheffield. Looked a little bit down and out halfway through that fourth quarter, 10 down, and Newcastle hitting shots from all over the show. But as I said about Newcastle in the first half, they showed their grit to get out of a hole. Sheffield have done the same.
Well, we've reached the end of 4 quarters. We are still level. We are tied at 100. Here we go then with the extra 5-minute period. And I remind you once again, Sky Sports viewers may recall the triple overtime between these two teams a long, long time ago. Defoe inside for 2. And you often think the team that gets into overtime is the one that takes the momentum, but there wasn't like that big shot. Shaw Patton hit the 3 free throws, but Newcastle had a chance the other way.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell the momentum right now.
Absolutely, it swung between the two teams throughout the night. Both teams have opened with a good look as well. Tough one to call.
Well, you don't often see both teams scoring on the first offensive overtime, but they have got 100 points on the board each, so it's probably no surprise that they do. Chapman, great pass inside to Defoe, who lays it in.
Both teams looking tired now, particularly defensively.
Patton drives through. Oh, it bobbles out. Lions with the offensive rebound. Touched by Defoe. Bats it out to Patton. D'Agostino will reset. Now trying to, I thought he was going into Williams, but it skipped round to Patton instead. Patton for 3, no. Bridge with the rebound and dumps it off to Joe Chapman. Smith thought about the 3, decided against it to Chapman. Bridge going after the rebound. Great work from Bridge. Defoe inside scores, but credit Bridge. It looked like no Newcastle player could get that rebound, but he ran hard for it.
What a great play. Off balance, falling out of bounds, tips it back to his teammate for an easy layup.
Newcastle leading this one by 4. Lions goes up off the back of the ring, tipped up. Rebound more, and that'll be a foul on Atiba Lions. And they are over the limit. So it will be 2 shots for Trey Moore. Just going after the ball, couldn't do anything but foul from that scenario. Only his second.
Good option though, into the low post. Just couldn't quite finish it.
Moore just wiped his hands on a towel. Now he walks back down to the court.
Great free throw shooter.
15 feet from the line. and makes it. I think during his first spell at Newcastle, he went like 3 months without missing a free throw or something.
And 90 odd foul shots. Yeah.
Then, of course, he missed one last week, potentially tied the game against you guys.
Yeah. Didn't mind that one.
He makes both here, though. Newcastle lead by 6, 108-102. 3 minutes to go. In overtime, the first period of overtime, we should say. And that's going to be a foul against Trey Moore, and that is his 4th personal foul. And they're going to have to try and keep him out on court, that's for sure. Just didn't get there in time.
Making Trey work hard on defense there, running stout off a number of screens. Trey's got to chase him, so it's a smart move.
Stout will go to the line. Shooting 2. First one is short, and really in overtime. I know you're tired, but these are free throws that have to go in when you're down 6.
Yeah.
Newcastle got back into that little comfort margin they had for much of the 4th quarter. Can Sheffield come again? Moore drives in. Not quite. Oh, it almost went in. Moore goes after the rebound, gets it, and Moore will run out, toss it up top.
It could be about who wants it most now. Both teams look tired.
Yeah, they do look tired. It's hardly surprising. The game's been played at a blistering pace. It's been a really top draw game, no doubt about that. Moore
baseline
doesn't go. Another offensive rebound, and boy, do you get tired when you have to play defense 3 offenses in a row.
This could be a killer if it goes down for Newcastle now.
Because they will have taken the best part of a minute off the clock. Maybe even a bit more than that if they get a score at the end of it too. Chapman for 3, not quite. Will there be another? I thought for a second Smith was going to get another offensive rebound, but he could only tip it away. So Sheffield do finally get the ball back. They still only trail by 5, but time is against them. Tough. Patton ripped it away. Foul called against Smith, and it'll be 2 shots.
For Marcus Stout, 3 of 7 from the line so far. His team need him to hit these 2 really.
They certainly do.
He's had a great game tonight. A great game. Just needs to hit his foul shots.
Oh, that one was short.
Tired shot, I think.
It was. He's a point shy of 30.
He's worked so hard tonight.
Oh, he's missed them both. Bridge knocks it loose. And there's a foul straight away from Williams. And Charles Smith not happy with something. Bounce the ball away. Got to be careful with that. The bounce of a ball can be conceived to be
yeah, you got a poke in the eye, can generate a bit of frustration.
Here's a look. Good work again. I mean, how many times have we said good work from Bridge on the boards? And Smith is fouled, and Charles Smith, once he gets his vision back, will wander down court to take the free throw.
He'll take his time.
What a game he's had, Charles Smith. Absolutely tremendous. 7 of 9 from three-point land. 4 of 4 from this distance. 31 points. Leads all scorers.
Shot the ball well, all over the floor.
And this is an important one because this will make it a 3-shot lead with 91 seconds to go. Sheffield would need 3 scores without reply. And Charles Smith makes free throws like that.
And it's the foul shots down the stretch. Newcastle nailing all theirs. Sheffield missing most of theirs.
D'Agostino driving baseline. Stepped out of line. Great defense from Smith, I think it was. D'Agostino looking for the pass, stood on the line, and Newcastle get it back. And you just get the sense now it could well be done for the Sharks. See, watch him here, just stood there. Oh, he's miles out of court. Miles out of court. Newcastle almost turned the ball over, but they still have it. They're running clock down.
Pick and roll with the foe again. Trey down the middle.
To the finger roll. Trey Moore, super play. He's had a great game too. Gotta go. Over the back. And a timeout, no, a substitution in fact has been called with the Tiba Lions checking back into the game. .51 seconds to go in an enthralling ball game, but it looks for all the world now as if the champions are going to come up with a much-needed league victory.
Yeah, 50 seconds still a long time in basketball, but it's a tough ask against a team as smart as Newcastle. They'll make the right plays down the stretch and they'll hit their foul shots.
Certainly will be. And the most valuable player of the night is just about to get himself a break at the end of the game. He runs off Charles Smith, 31 points, 7 3-pointers from only 9 attempts. An epic display in a brilliant game. He was just a little bit better than the rest.
Absolutely, yeah. Real class player, Charles, and certainly brought his game tonight, both ends of the floor.
Because this guy's played pretty well as well for Newcastle, Chapman, as has Moore, and there's been some good performances at the other end from Sheffield. But Charles Smith's three-point shooting has been the difference. Patton fired up at 3, doesn't go.
That should be it now.
And they're going to run it down. I don't even think Sheffield... Oh, I was about to say I don't think Sheffield are even going to foul. Because 11 down with 34 seconds to go is probably not worth fouling, but they did.
So let's look at the foul shooting. 17 of 18 for Newcastle, 19 of 34 from Sheffield. The strategy was right, pounding the ball inside and getting fouled, but they just didn't convert their foul shot.
Yeah, there's no way that you should take 15 more free throws than your opponents, but only make one more.
Yeah. Particularly when your opponents are shooting so well from 3 as well, and you've got to make those foul shots.
Trey Moore does make the foul shot, 19 of 20 against
and I feel for Sheffield a bit.
The Eagles fans celebrating. D'Agostino tosses one in from deep, but they're still 10 points behind. They're still playing it though.
Sheffield played real good basketball tonight. You know, sometimes you do miss your foul shots. That sometimes that happens. It's frustrating as a coach because you put the right plays out there. You've gone with the right strategy. You're getting good shots, but you're just not nailing those bonus from the bonus stripe. And they played very well, Sheffield, but they've just come up against a Newcastle team that's firing.
And Bridge misses the free throw. It's only the second one from the line that Newcastle have missed all game. But with a 10-point lead and 27 seconds to go, it doesn't matter that he goes 0 for 2. D'Agostino will probably throw another long-range one up here. He does. Doesn't go. And Flanoy with the rebound gets it to Chapman, and surely they won't foul now. They'll let time run out. And what an epic game of basketball this has been. A real welcome back to the BBL. And the Newcastle Eagles, the team of the last 5 years in many respects, are the ones who get the victory. What sensational shooting from Charles Smith. Great performance from the Eagles.
From the whole Eagles team, shot the ball very, very well. At the end of the day, basketball is about putting the ball in the basket, and you're shooting like that, you're going to be tough to live with.
Well, it's finished here after overtime. The Sharks 106, the Eagles 116. Well, it was a great game for us neutrals to watch. What was it like for you?
A little disappointing. I think we fell into some bad habits. One of our Achilles heels for this team is, we play really hard and have a good start, and then we kind of take our foot off the gas. We get comfortable. We think basketball's going to come easy, and when we start missing a few shots, then we give up some points, and that's what happened. We came out really well. Newcastle, kept at us, and we took our foot off the gas, and they hit some big shots and got hot, and that's basketball, and we just got to do a better job of maintaining our energy level and our focus for 40 minutes instead of just dipping and coming up. And like you said, we come back and then we dip off, we come back, dip off. We just got to be more consistent.
Well, some excellent shooting by the Eagles got them in front, but you showed your character down the stretch to force the overtime.
Yeah, it was definitely a great shooting night for Newcastle. I think hats off to them. They got shots, they knocked them down, and when you're shooting like that, it's hard to lose a game. I thought we did our best to fight and stick with them, but I think we ran out of gas because we gave up too much in the beginning. But credit to my team in coming back. But Newcastle's played a great game tonight.
Well, where do you start with a game like that, Fab? Probably Charles Smith shooting. I mean, you shot tremendously three-pointers all round, but Charles particularly.
I mean, Charles, I think he was 7 for 9. I think when he came in a basketball game, he hit his first 4, and that really helped kickstart. But I think it was the simple fact that we had good court spacing, and our guys are starting to gel together. And we managed the clock when we need to manage the clock. The only thing that we have to do now is stop getting off to the poor starts. If we do that, then we'll have a better opportunity. We won't have to fight as hard as we're doing now, and not depend on those long three-point shots by Charles.
They came back really well in the fourth quarter. Were you pleased with the response in overtime?
I was. I mean, I think towards the end of the basketball game, there was a couple of there was a couple of things that happened in basketball game that that I disagree with, like every coach will. But at the same time, our guys responded extremely well. We closed out the basketball game a lot better than what we have in the past, and that was one of the things that we were struggling with, was our clock management, our end of possession, and our end of possession defense, of how we're going to set a defense and rebound the basketball. More importantly, offensively, getting the basketball to the right guys in the right positions to make the shots that they need to, and managing the clock.
Over to the BBL Trophy now, and the Guildford Heat faced semi-final opponents Leicester Riders in the first leg at Surrey Sports Park. Riders looked in good shape for the first couple of minutes, Anthony Simpson helping them into an early lead, but it wasn't long before Heat took total control of the match and the tie. Triples from Julius Joseph and Teo Ogedegbe paced the home side's 14 consecutive points to lead 19-8. Heat keeping Riders scoreless for 5 minutes. Ogedegbe and David Schneider helped them to another 9 without reply, and a 30-14 lead in the second quarter. The pain kept on coming for the Riders, and the Heat's lead kept on growing. Another 5 points from Joseph, and Guildford seemingly wrapping up the tie inside 20 minutes with a 43-24 lead. Cue Riders come back in the third, right? Wrong. Martel McLemore and Mike Martin ensured the gap between the sides was going up, not down, and by the end of 3, Guildford were 24 points in front. Riders were 1 for 11 from behind the arc at that stage, and their shooting form from all other distances wasn't much better. Leicester did manage something of a revival in the dying seconds, scoring 18 in just over 3 minutes for their most effective spell of the game. Riders' misery compounded with the news that this was to be Simpson's last game with the club following a lucrative offer from Korea. Guildford surely all but in the trophy final. Guildford Heat 85, Leicester Riders 65.
I was really happy with the way we played the first 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, not so happy. We gave up 30 points in the fourth. I think it was more just taking our foot off the pedal and kind of like just let them go through the phases. So we could have had a 30-point lead, but I'll take a 20-point lead into Leicester.
Well, the game today for me was, about as frustrating as an experience as it could be. I thought we, hurt ourselves early by missing layup after layup after layup. We also struggled on the foul line tremendously. And in these type of games, on the road, against a team like that, if you don't make layups and free throws, you're going to be in trouble. And tonight, that's about as poor as we can play.
So the results from around the league then. Mersey Tigers took 2 points at home against Essex Pirates. Guildford romped to victory over the Riders in the trophy semi-final. Plymouth beaten Milton Keynes by 10, and Worthing scraping an overtime victory over the Pirates. Finally, Worcester suffered at the hands of Mersey Tigers. So where does that leave us with the BBL Championship table? Well, the Tigers have taken over at the top, but it's the Jets who remain the only undefeated team in the league. They take on the third place Sharks next weekend. In the bottom half, Leicester, who were in trophy action, and Essex are still looking for their first wins, whilst Plymouth and Worthing both got on the board this week. So that was a tremendously exciting game, and there's much more coming your way. Join us next time when we'll be coming from the home of the Glasgow Rocks as they take on the Mersey Tigers. That's Tuesday 9th of November at 6 p.m. on Sky Sports 3. Well, we couldn't have had a much better start to BBL basketball on Sky Sports than that. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.